You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So we're going to be joined with our regular visitor, Helen. As always, it's great to speak to you. If you could just introduce yourself to our listeners and, of course, your organisation, that would be great, all as part of our monthly regular slot.
Yeah, of course. I'm Helen, and I help run the Swale Film Society. We're a community cinema group. We're run by the community for the community. We meet once a month to show a film, and this year, we're so excited because we've got a really jam-packed programme of different films that we're showing. And as usual, we always commit to showing a silent film, a foreign film, a documentary, and an animation. We do that every year, as well as a horror to celebrate Halloween and a Christmas movie to finish the year off. Last year, as you remember, we finished off with the Muppets Christmas Carol, and that was a huge success. It was great. We had about 50 people come along. We had mulled wine and mince pies, and it was just a really fantastic way to finish off the year. So I'd just like to say a public thank you to everyone that did come along for that screening, because it was absolutely wonderful.
Well, it certainly sounds like it was a good time and a good film to finish the year on.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a real feel-good Christmas classic. Everyone was singing along, and it was really wonderful. And, we all stayed for drinks in the bar afterwards and to talk about the film as well. And it's just really, it was a really great night. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is we don't just encourage people to watch a film and then go home. We always say, stick around in the bar afterwards for a drink. And this, last year in particular, we had so many wonderful film discussions after the film, picking them to pieces and talking about it. And it's so great to get other people's points of view. Because normally, if you go to the cinema and you see a film, you watch the film, you go home, and you might just think about it in your head. But it's really great to be able to sort of share your ideas with other people. And one of the things that we find really interesting is when some people haven't picked up on something, but someone else has, and then you get that sort of that sort of moment. And we just really find that the general consensus from our members is that it really enriches the film going experience to be able to really talk about it afterwards and sort of share knowledge as well. So many times people have come up with information about the film or maybe the actors that the rest of us didn't know, and so it makes a social event also a bit of a learning experience, which is quite nice.
So let our listeners know what this month's film is.
Right, so we're kicking off this year with a film noir classic, which you may have heard of, called The Third Man. It's one of the greatest films of all time, made in 1949. It's written by Graham Greene, and it stars Joseph Cotton and Orson Welles, an actor you may well recognise from another classic film, Citizen Kane. The Third Man is definitely a film that you don't want to miss. It's celebrated for its acting, musical score, atmospheric cinematography, and I'll set the scene for you. The film takes place in post-World War II Vienna, and it centres on a character called Holly Martins. He's an American who is given a job in Vienna by his good friend Harry Lime. But when Holly arrives in Vienna, he finds out that his friend Harry is dead. So then it's up to Holly to attempt to investigate what he considers to be a very suspicious death. So it's a wonderful thriller and one of the undisputed masterpieces of cinema, and it boasts real iconic performances from both Joseph Cotton and Orson Welles. So it's a remarkable film. If you haven't seen it, come and see it. If you've already seen it, come and see it again.
Well, just to refresh our listeners, when and where is it, and how can they find out more information about it?
Yeah, so it's Friday the 26th of January at 7:45 p.m. and it's being held at the Avenue Theatre in Sittingbourne. Now, this is going to be our second year at the Avenue Theatre, which is fantastic for us. A lot of people don't know that the theatre has its own little cinema with surround sound, a massive screen, and of course we have the bar area too, where we meet before and after the film, and you can take drinks in to enjoy while you watch the film, which is always a nice little touch. And the Avenue Theatre, for those that don't know, is located on Central Avenue in Sittingbourne. The entrance is opposite the police station, so that's a good landmark to look for. And it's only about an 8-minute walk from Sittingbourne train station, so it's not far at all if you're coming from out of town. And there's also plenty of parking nearby as well. So that film is being shown on Friday the 26th of January at 7:45pm at the Avenue Theatre. Member tickets are just £2.50. If you're a non-member, your ticket will be £4.50. And you can buy a membership for the whole of 2018 for as little as £6. And your membership includes the price discount. Like I said, member tickets are £2.50, a membership card, a badge, and also our famous postcards that we hand out at each screening as well.
Well, Helen, as always, thank you very much for joining us here at BRFM Bridge Radio on the Daniel Monday Night Community Show.
Thanks very much, Daniel. And just one last thing, the doors and the box office open at 7 o'clock. So if people do want to buy their tickets on the night, they can. And it's a cash-only venue, so please come prepared.